Hi. I just wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about what my channel is about, why I started this. So probably the main reasons, music, obviously. But more than that, it's about connection, through sharing stories. And not necessarily just my story, because I feel like the reason that I love music so much is because like a song is a story, basically. A song is, an experience, or a memory. And when you listen to a song, you connect to that song because you connect to the story. I mean, the music too, but like the songs that last, the songs that it comes on the radio or comes on at a bar or something, and everybody just wants to sing it. Like, those songs are the songs that they connect people because they're stories, they're shared experiences. They're, when you're having a hard day and you turn on the radio and the right comes on, that just lets you know that you're not the only one who's feeling that. That's what music means to me. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Just talking about it lights me up because I've always loved music. I've always been so passionate about it because music got me through my childhood. I am going to share more about my experiences, so I'll just touch on it lightly. But I was quite significantly abused by my parents throughout my childhood and even into young adulthood. It just carries on and followed me through my whole life. But yeah, music really got me through because I loved singing as a little girl. I would love singing. Just made me happy. It lit me up. Of course, I wasn't allowed to be myself very, very often at home. It was scary to be myself. It was scary at home. But yeah, I guess at school was where I really enjoyed music because, well, my parents went there for a start. And I liked there was choirs at school, so I liked the choir because that was fun. I got to sing, and I was very, very self-conscious about my voice from a very young age. So being in the choir gave me safety, so I could sing and not feel picked on or criticized. But then I played instruments too. Like, from the age of 5 I had piano lessons, really because my mum always wished that she'd had piano lessons, so I guess it made sense to put me in piano lessons rather than actually have them herself. But anyways, I enjoyed piano. I loved it and I miss it. One day I will get a piano and play again. One day when I'm rolling in some cash. Universe, are you listening? So I loved piano, but I felt very limited by only being allowed to play classical, which I love classical, I do, and I have a passion for it, but I wanted to play a bit of everything. Really wanted to learn like jazz and songs from musicals and all that kind of stuff because they were fun. So I would yeah, it was the 90s, so I would play Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, like it was running out of fashion, and Circle of Love. Yeah, Circle of Love. Loved yeah, Elton John and all that. And yeah, I played in the bands at school. In primary school, I got selected to play in the school band, which was really cool. Played the tenor horn for 2 years, and then when I got to high school, played clarinet for the first year, and then I got to play saxophone, which I was really excited about. And so we had a good music department at that time in high school, and and they rented out instruments, and when we all lined up in the room to pick up a saxophone, and everyone went for the alto, and then I saw the tenor. Yeah, if you know me, I'm pretty short, and in high school I was even shorter. I was probably the smallest in my year. I was pretty tiny, and then of course I go for the bigger saxophone, and which I absolutely loved. Had a beautiful sound. So I played tenor sax for 3 years. But yeah, all the girls used to tease me that it was twice the size of me. And I was always running late for the bus. So I'd be running around with my big backpack and my tenor saxophone, running for the bus, literally. And yeah, it was funny. But anyway, yeah, so, and then, yeah, at high school I got a bit more serious about the choir, and I was just obsessed. I loved the choir, and yeah, I feel like that, music really helped, really got me through. My parents divorced when, like, they separated when I was 11 and divorced when I was 12, so yeah, by high school, yeah, Dad wasn't living with us anymore, and Mum was just, yeah, very difficult, and it just got worse and worse. Yeah, throughout high school, but yeah, it was I think music really, really helped. Trying to remember what my point was. Yeah, so music was really important. It, yeah, got me through some tough times, and even like just being able to listen to the radio, because at nights, going to bed, like, if it was quiet, the silence was deafening, and when it wasn't quiet, it was usually Mum yelling, which was really scary, especially when I was really little. So yeah, I would often hide under my covers, and I'd have the radio on, try to listen to music, and be cuddling under the covers with my teddies. If I wasn't crying, I'd be, yeah, listening to music, or when it was quiet, yeah, listen to the music too, so I wasn't, scared of either what was happening in the silence or what was about to happen, because usually silence meant something is afoot. But yeah, anyway, didn't mean to get that heavy into it, but I went there anyway. But yeah, no, my point was that that yeah, music's really important because it's about sharing stories and connecting through these stories, whether it's through someone else's song or whether it's through sharing my experiences or my point of view through a song, and to connect with other people. So I've shared a few songs that I've done covers of that or two, I don't know, I've done at least two anyway, that are songs that I really had a connection with, and I shared the stories in the description of those, and then I've shared a few songs that I've written, and hoping if you relate to any of my songs or like my covers, that you comment, or if you like my content, if you'll subscribe, or just follow along. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about why it's so important to me, because I think connection's really important. I think the more people that share their stories, I know the more connected we can feel, because I think there's a lot going on in the world at the moment, and there's a lot of people going through a lot of tough times, and I think if we can feel less alone, I think that's the root of why I do this, because I have gone through some really, really hard times in my life. I've hit some really low lows, and I've really struggled, and it's really lonely, especially if you believe that you're the only one experiencing something. It's really lonely, and it can be really hard to get yourself out of that place. But for me, the thing that got me out was music and movies as well. So I'm equally as passionate about movies, and I mean, there's music in movies, and music is often the thing that will move me in a movie. That was so daggy. Because I think music's a huge part of a movie, because again, just another element of the storytelling, which I mean, movies is something I'd like to get into too one day. Stay tuned. But I've forgotten what I was going to say next. But so no, it's gone. Can't be that important. So I think that's the end of this, because my brain has gone blank. But just about connecting through sharing stories and experiences, and not feeling alone. That's what I was gonna say. Music and movies got me through some really hard times, because it connecting with these stories, with characters, or with lyrics, or with the story, it helped me feel not alone about what I was going through. And that's why I want to do this. That's why this is so important to me. So yeah, I think I'll stop there before I go on a tangent and lose my train of thought again. So yeah, yeah, feel free to leave a comment if you want to add anything or ask any questions, or yeah, just be a part of it. So yeah, thanks for listening if you made it to the end. Yay. So yeah, well, I hope you got to enjoy some sunshine today, because it's been a gorgeous day, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye.